Hey, hey, hey. Hello. Can you hear me out there? Can you hear me out there, everybody? We're going to be doing a Black Mirror meditation. How's everybody doing? How you doing, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Send some likes and some shares. Help me get this out to the publica. Help me get this out. Hey, what's up? Hello, Vero Kittykins. Hello, Zoshuna J. Hey, Peach Dragon. Hello, Lavender Bears. So just so everyone knows, this is made out of black obsidian. Okay. Doot doot. Peach Dragon said you've had a headache. Well, you're not gonna have a headache after this. Everybody's gonna be getting healed from this. So what this does is this just helps you essentially just focus on a crystal healing vibration that's going to just help you connect with yourself. So I'm just letting a couple more people come in. You know, we'll get started around like 8:15, or something like that. Let me turn this up. How's everybody doing? How you doing, everybody? What's up? I'm getting the Hello Santo going. Ooh, hello everybody. Hey, how you doing? Welcome on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Whoa. We're getting trippy today. I mean, tonight. We're getting trippy tonight. At least this night where I am. Hello, Zuri. Hello, Earth to Sin. We're going to do a meditation it's pretty much a third eye, like third eye protection and unlocking meditation. Okay. A better way to describe it, because this represents our third eye. That's what this is. Because, you know, it's like, ooh, Black Mirror, oh, scary. It's like, no, Black Mirrors are not scary. Because look, so I have it angled in a way so that you all can see it as a black mirror, but look at how reflective it is. It's like a literal mirror. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. It's a literal mirror. This is what the Egyptians used. So that's what I use. I use what my ancestors used, okay? Oh, snap. Okay, hold on. Gotta get it right. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're back on, everybody. Okay, so let's get a little more Palo Santo, and then we're gonna get the meditation started, all right? Marjorie, you said your table's a black mirror? Whoa. Do-do-do-do. Okay. Do-do-do. Okay. Oh, snap. Ooh, my bad. Ooh. I'm sorry, Black Mirror. Didn't realize it's so fragile where it is. Yes, I can explain the Black Mirror. So the Black Mirror, it's made out of black obsidian, the crystal. So it's not like something that should be feared. Like, that's why my guides asked me to do this. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, do the Black Mirror meditation. I was like, okay. Because, like, you use it to tap into yourself. Like, you don't use it to call, well, yeah, use it to call on, like, ancestors. Like, let's say you have a grandma that's passed on. We all have grandmas that have passed on. If you have a picture of them, then you can look at a picture and then look in a black mirror and then do a meditation, and then it's like you call on them, essentially. But the way that I'm constructing this meditation once we get started is it's going to help to heal, protect, reinforce, and unlock your third eye, okay? So if everybody's ready, we're going to start taking our deep breaths so that we can go into trance. So I'm going to put you all into like a mini trance where we're going to do the meditation, and then, but I'm going to have you open your eyes, and when I have you open your eyes, make sure to look. Like, you probably can only see like this part of the mirror, which is fine. Just when I tell you to open your eyes and look into the mirror, then that's when you're going to look into the mirror, and you're just going to just like how you would eye gaze into the crystal skull like normal, for anybody that's been here before. If anybody doesn't know what eye gazing means, you're just like how you're looking into my eyes right now, I'm guessing, you're gonna look into this crystal black obsidian like, what is this called? A black mirror. Okay, because remember, everybody, this is a crystal, and it's a mirror that you use because other mirrors, they have negative entities on the other end. This mirror doesn't do that. Like, everybody should get a black mirror, because like it's, almost blew it over with my breath. is funny. Hold on a sec. Hold on a second, everybody. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. So when I tell you, you're just gonna eye gaze into this, and you're just gonna just look into it, just as much as you can. Okay, and it's okay if you blink, but whenever you're ready to close your eyes, like if you're looking at, and then you like start closing your eyes, close your eyes, and then you're gonna go into a meditation. Okay, and then the purpose of this, like I said, is we're gonna go on a journey into our pineal gland. Okay, this is gonna go into our third eye. All right, so. If everybody's ready, also, if you guys can send some likes and some shares before we get started so we can get this out to other people, I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much, everybody. All right, so first off, we're going to start off with our breaths, okay? We're going to do, okay, this is a black mirror. Okay, we're going to do 7 seconds in. We're going to hold for 7 seconds, and you're going to breathe out 7 seconds. I'm going to count it out, and we're going to do that 7 times. So 7 rounds of 7, okay? I'll be guiding everybody through this, so all you have to do is just relax. And then, like I said, when I tell you, you are going to gaze into the black mirror. But first, I'm going to have us go through our chakras as well, okay? And then I'm also going to ground us. So I'm just going to be guiding you. This is guided meditation, okay? You don't have to do anything. Just close your eyes and chill. And remember, this is a black obsidian mirror. Like, it's a crystal. Remember, we are crystal children. These are our tools. Don't fear crystals, if anything. Okay, just because it's black too, it's like, well, that's ridiculous. Okay, so first, I want you to close your eyes, everyone, and I want you to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to count for 7 seconds. Okay, so in through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In through the mouth. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last round. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are now relaxed. You are now in a very, very calm state. I want you to now focus on the center of your head, the center of your mind, where your higher self is located, sitting in a command control center, looking out of your eyes at all times, watching, making sure that you're always on track. I want you to envision yourself sitting in this command control center chair. It looks like whatever you imagine it to look like. It can be super comfortable, it can be a space metallic, whatever you imagine, and I want you to envision yourself sitting in it. But I want you to see your legs as this smoke, this genie smoke, and I want you to realize that you are a genie. Whatever a genie looks like to you, you are that. This is the form that we are entering as our spirit form for this meditation. So now I want you to feel yourself being pulled towards a portal in the ground. I want you to see yourself being pulled into a portal that takes you down into your throat chakra. This blue circle spinning clockwise. And I want you to feel yourself absorb that blue energy as you ascend further down into a green area, a green circle, your heart chakra. I want you to absorb this energy into your body, your genie body, your smoky, misty spirit body. And I want you to feel yourself being pulled down further, down into your solar plexus, your yellow, your golden chakra. And I want you to absorb this golden yellow energy into your genie body. Next, I want you to feel yourself being pulled down into your sacral chakra. And I want you to absorb this energy of this orange, high vibrational, energetic sacral chakra. And then I want you to feel yourself being pulled down even further into your red root chakra, your safety and security center. And I want you to see this circular, clockwise moving energy center spinning in its natural order. And I want you to feel your genie body absorbing this red safety and security, healing, super secure energy. And I want you to feel yourself now being pulled upwards, ascending back up through your sacral orange chakra, through your yellow, golden solar plexus chakra, up through your green emerald, shiny blazing heart chakra, up through your throat, blue throat, healing, communicative throat chakra, back up through the center of your head, through your control panel, and then forward into your third eye. I want you to feel yourself go into this purple area at the front of your forehead. And then I want you to feel that ahead of you, as a part of your spirit forehead, your spirit skin, I want you to feel a cord from your genie body's forehead attached to the front of your physical body that you are currently residing within, in this genie spirit form. And I want you to see that in front of you, your spirit forehead is opening like the lens of a camera. Opening like the lens of a camera. You are activating your third eye. Remember, you are an infinite light being. There's nothing to fear. This is your third eye. And now you get to use it a little bit. Get to know it. Get to know yourself. Get to know your chakras. They are you. They hold your powers. That's why they're so important. And now I want you to open your physical eyes and eye gaze with this black mirror as long as you can. And whenever you're ready, close your eyes back. I'll give you a minute or two. Just open your physical eyes and gaze at the black obsidian mirror. Remember, you are safe. I am guiding you. Yes, everyone should have their eyes open now, looking at the black mirror. And if your eyes have been open this entire time, it's time to close them. We do our meditations with our eyes closed every time. But now is the time where you eye gaze into the black mirror And this allows you to truly see yourself, as this is a reflection of you through a black obsidian crystal mirror. This is a sacred thing. This is a sacred time. This is a protected time. This is protected. You are protected. You are safe. And when you're ready, close your eyes back. Allow them to flutter back closed. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, your eyes are closing, 4, your lids are being weighted down, 3, your eyelids are getting heavier, 2, 1, your eyes are now closed back. And I want you to now feel your awareness, your consciousness, going back from that open space of your eyes now to the center of your forehead, where you are connected with your genie body. You're connected to your third eye, to your first eye. It is the first eye that you came into this world with, in which you then developed the other two in order to see in this physical light realm. Well, when your eyes are closed is when you're able to truly see. I want you to feel yourself floating closer and closer in your genie body to your actual first or third eye. And I want you to notice that as you get closer, you actually get further. You are entering deeper into the dimensional realm of your third eye. Each chakra holds its own dimensional space. That is how we're able to access powers through our chakras when we heal and unlock them. The higher dimensions are not above you, and the lower dimensions are not below you. They all exist within you. That's why you have to close your eyes to see the other realms, to meditate and enter the other realms, to dream and enter the higher dimensional realms. I want you to feel yourself flying forward and then down and then right and then up and then left and then back and then sideways and then up and down, right, left, backwards, up, down, all over the place. I want you to feel yourself expanding inside of this third eye space. You are now getting larger in this infinite purple psychic realm. What do you see around you? Is it a black infinite void? Is it purple? Is it blue? Does it look like the outer space of the third dimensional realm? Do you see planets? Do you see stars? Do you see yourself? Do you see your guides? Do you see your relatives? Do you see anyone that you recognize? Make sure not to try too hard. Just allow yourself to be taken by the flow of your psychic third eye energy that is carrying you like the tide in the ocean or the pull of a river or lake. I want you to notice that you're getting nearer to a planet. It's a black dot. And as you get closer, it gets bigger and bigger, and you notice it looks exactly like the black mirror. Except it's globular. And as you get closer, you land on it. What happens when you touch it? Do you fall into it? Do you absorb it? Does it absorb you? Does it have eyes? Is it laughing? Does it have trees? Explore this black dot realm. There is no sun because you are the sun. Your soul and spirit is lighting the realm. Did you wonder how you were able to see? It's because you are lighting your own way. You are the light in the darkness of what's going on. I want you to notice that there's somebody floating above you. It's one of your spirit guides. I want you to see them float down to meet you with their arms outstretched for a hug. You've met them before, this is not your first time. They have a message for you. Make sure to listen closely. Your spirit guide is finishing up. I want you to tell them goodbye. We'll see them later. I want you to see them disappear into the purple ether space that you're in. And now I want you to notice that there's a box, a treasure chest. And it's full of light. But the light is cracking through the openings of this box, of this treasure chest. I want you to float over in your genie body and open it. And notice that there's a gift inside for you. I want you to take it out and put it in your pocket. Notice that no matter how big it is, as your arm and hand gets closer to your pocket to put it in, it gets smaller and smaller. So this item can fit in any pocket you try to put it in, so no worries about the size. And I want you to close back the treasure chest. I want you to notice that it disappears. And then I want you to see over to the side of you, there's a rainbow tree, and there's fruits on it. I want you to float over to this rainbow tree, and I want you to pick your favorite fruit that's on it. Don't eat it yet though, put that in your other pocket, and notice that it fits no matter what. 3 things you have retrieved. 3 things you have received. So now I want you to feel yourself being pulled back the way that you came. I want you to feel yourself being pulled away from this black dot planet of yours that had these 3 gifts for you to enjoy. And I want you to feel yourself being pulled back through this infinite purple space of your third eye chakra. And I want you to feel yourself being pulled back faster, 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 faster. Until you notice that this space, this area looks familiar. This is exactly the way that you came. You didn't even have to think about it. You're never really lost. There's always a cord that connects you to your physical body. So anytime that you leave it, whether you're dreaming or astral projecting, even meditating, you always find your way back. And I want you to feel yourself getting smaller and smaller as you get closer and closer to the center of your mind, where your control room and your command control seat is waiting for you. And I want you to notice that you're back in your seat. Look at that. You're back in your seat, all nice and comfy, with your new items and gifts and messages from your guide. And I want you to feel yourself expanding, getting larger and larger into your genie body. Your genie body is expanding inside of your mind, so it's filling up your head completely filling up your physical body, with your genie smoke legs going all the way down, filling up your toes, your feet, your ankles, your legs, your knees, thighs, stomach, back, shoulders, neck, all of your chakras being filled up with this new ether energy, this third eye ether energy that you have now received, along with your new energetic gifts. And I want you to feel everything that you've experienced and the memories that you just received, along with everything else, integrating with your physical body. Don't worry, you don't have to do anything. Just relax and allow it to happen. Remember, you're safe. This is a safe space. With this crystal meditation that you've done so well on. I'm proud of you. Welcome back. And I want you to feel yourself integrating with your physical body. So whenever you're ready, I want you to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, start moving on your neck and your head. Give yourself a nice stretch, crack that back, crack those fingers, and open up those eyes and come on back. Yeah, so not suave. So what you want to do is you want to do a meditation, like on your own, right after this, pretty much, and envision how you want that situation to go, and like see it play out like you went to go see it as a movie, and then throughout the next couple days, just keep doing that, keep seeing that, and then that will help to manifest that situation. Hello, Ryder KT. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. How's everybody doing? There was a cool 80, 90, 100 people in here or something like that. Hello everyone that's just stepping in. Ooh, a pomegranate and golden healer quartz? Yeah, I love that. Okay, tarot, you've seen tarot cards and tiny color sparkles when you came back? Yeah. Yeah. You're so very welcome, everyone. Yeah, I just want to show everybody that like meditation is super fun. like once you get past the very beginning stages, it gets super fun because you can do all kind of stuff. And this is the beginning. This is just Black Mirror and Crystal, the thing that's going on right now. You know, like this isn't even like this isn't like we astral projected like. You know, like so what we did was consciousness projecting. Those are the kind of meditations that I help guide people through. Because like we send our consciousness rather than having to physically come out of our body, because the feeling that feels like it's just very intense for many people. So this is easier because you don't have to deal with that. Marjorie said, how can you smell the Palo Santo? Because you know what it smells like. And also, I'm connected with all of you. It's like, what do you mean? Hey, 88 people in the group, hey, 11.4K likes, hey. Gigi Sizemore, this is called Palo Santo. This is one of the holy woods. It's like another spiritual cleansing tool like sage. Comes from South America. You want to see something wild? Okay, so everybody, you've seen Palo Santo like this, right? But have you seen Palo Santo like this? Like, look how big this thing is. I bought this the other day. I was like, hey. And then, oh yeah, anybody that hasn't seen it yet, have y'all all seen the crystal? Have y'all seen Balboa, my new crystal skull mask? This is the one that I was telling you guys about. If anybody hasn't seen them yet, or have seen them, because it's like multiple, like high dimensional beings that are in this one. So it's like whoo, oh snap, my bad. They're like Yes, yeah, Balboa is the newest addition to the crew. I've already been getting like new ideas, new channel messages from like the skull and like my new family members that I've met through it. Meaning like spirit family members. Oh yeah, I'm having a great day. Great day. Had some Reiki and psychic sessions earlier. Did some readings. Figured out some spirit guides for some clients. Did some Akashic Records readings. So that was cool, and then now doing this. Like I was kind of like tired almost, but then I was like, you know what? No. I figured out how to figure this out. But yeah, so how was the meditation for everybody? Like, was everybody able to follow along and everything? Was it good? Was it like relaxing and everything? Like nobody's scared of a black mirror anymore, I hope. Like it's literally a crystal. It's like I used to be scared of them until I was like, I don't want to be scared of this. And then I went to the crystal shop and then I asked him, I was like, that guy can do no glasses now, because it was for the effect of the meditation. You know what I mean? Like circles, 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 circles. So many circles. Okay, so we can go no glasses now. Okay, yeah. Yay. Yeah, I'm so glad everybody's able to do that. Yeah, like I'll definitely be, just depending, I'll be putting like these meditations on YouTube. No, it's okay if anybody missed it, because it's like I'm in a different place now, like than I was a year ago, or a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Completely different spirit. Like I got black mirrors now. You know what I mean? And like I got my tools and my guides and my team and everything. And all of y'all, you know what I mean? So like it's different. It's different than it was before, you know what I mean? So I'll be posting the meditations. Also like and these are on my YouTube, because I can't really do it on here like that, because it can only be like 3 minutes or whatever. So yeah, if you all want to go follow me on YouTube, like that's where I'm already posting sound baths. Like I got some sound baths on there. I would highly suggest those, because the way that I play sound baths is like it's an ancient, really it's the ancient Egyptian way, okay? Like that's how I play them. Like you will go somewhere. It's just I don't have them with me while I'm traveling. Like they're back like at my grandma's house back in California, where I definitely am not at, so my YouTube, it should be a link, but it's the Ingram experience. It's the same as my TikTok. Yeah, so I made it easy. So yeah, my YouTube is the Ingram experience, just like everything else. But yeah, because people don't know how to play them multiply, because like I don't have a way that I was taught to do it. Like, oh, do it like this. It's like I just ended up getting them, over time, because like they're not like cheap. They're not expensive, but you know what I mean? It's just like if you're going to get anything else, like if you're going to invest in Okay, Gabby, I see you just subscribed. Yay! But it's just like starting any other instrument. And also, just so everybody knows, what you have on your phone background and like your iPad background, computer background, you can manifest things by putting that as your background. So like for me, as you can see through this black mirror, I have this rainbow thing, but it's like, it's kind of hard to, yeah, I don't know how to show you all. It's like this, this ancient picture that I've had on here for like over a year, where I look at it, I see it pretty much every day, and what it does is it essentially like, I unlocked my rainbow energy. You know what I mean? Like, like it's all these light spectrums and stuff. So whatever it is that you want. So if you want a new house, put the house that you want, put it as your background. So then you're looking at it every day and then you manifest it. Like, if you're looking for a specific type of person that you want to date, have pictures of like the model version of them, or like, you know what I mean? Like an actor version or whatever kind of version of a person that you want, or you know what I mean? Or the athlete version, whatever's going on. Spirit version, whatever. And then that's how you get that. Like for me, I used to have like money as my background, but then after a while I was like, I can't do this. I feel like this is negatively like doing something with me looking at money every day, you know, rather than like, because like I watch money manifestation mantras and things like that, but having it as my picture in my background, it was too much. Like just stacks of it, I was like, I don't like this. I don't want to look at this. So yeah. Woo. Okay. Marlene, you said Lake Tahoe is a spiritual place that has pure water. I have not been to Lake Tahoe, no. Okay, Peach Dragon, you said for me, I could see and feel everything when I was in the trance. Nice. I'm glad. Thanks, Zazuri. Yeah, thanks everybody for the likes, the shares, the gifts, the support, being here, unlocking your first eye. Yay! Okay, Stoner Cat, you said it wasn't just purple, you felt blue, orange. Yeah, because I'm helping you all to unlock like that rainbow energy. Because that's why it's like, it's used by other groups of people and things like that, and when we're kids, it's because like we come from these dimensions where rainbow energy is used. We just call it that down here, but it's like if you think about it, it's a bow of it's like when light bends when it's here and makes a bow because it rained and it creates like that light anomaly. You know what I mean? Like rainbows are wild. Like I have these pictures of this time where I was driving from Mount Shasta back down to Southern California, and it literally looked like the sky was dumping rainbows out of like this giant bucket of clouds. I was like, I've never seen anything like this. Like I have videos that I'll be posting about it, but yeah, it's like that's probably the wildest rainbows I've ever seen. And they were like triple rainbows. It's like, what triple? I thought double is where it ends. It's like, no. And quadruple rainbows. It's like, why is it doing that? But rainbows are portals. Like it's a whole thing too. Okay, Rare Virgo, you said I saw a black background and purple waves like the ocean. Yep, that's your third eye. Because we went into the infinite third eye space. Because it's just like, oh, my third eye's just right here and that's it. It's like, no. Because remember, all the dimensions are within you. So, yes. The dreamlands are in your head. It's in your body and your mind. But it goes deep like that, like the quantum world. Like when Ant-Man goes deeper and deeper, they're like, oh my goodness, oh, deeper, further in the quantum realm. It's like the same thing. It's like we do that when we go in the higher dimensions. You're going deeper within your physical body and you're getting further away from this realm. Like, see you later, bye. What up, Night Owl? Yeah, so I'll be posting this, okay, y'all? Okay, Zuri, you said you saw a thunderstorm and you were on a cliff by the ocean? Whoa. Awesome. That electric, that Odin energy. Woo. Yeah, of course. I'm here to unlock the 144,000. Because y'all are asleep. Like, not anybody that's not, but if you are and you don't even know, that's what we're doing here. Melissa said, how can you astral project? What do you mean? You gotta learn how to do it. You gotta like read books and stuff. And do meditations often. Okay, Marjorie, you said I saw something that looked like an hourglass shape. Interesting. Interesting. Hello, Jesse Jerry. Hello. Yes, anybody that just wants to gaze into the black mirror, you can just look into this. Okay, hold on. Oh no. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so you can just like eye gaze as if there were a crystal skull here. It's the same exact thing. Because it's like, it's just you accessing your own mind. It's not you like, because like remember if you do go into another dimension, it's your own mind. So you can just open your eyes at any time and then you're back. Oh, we hit the goal. Thanks everybody for helping me hit the goal. Yes, hello everyone. Okay, Stoner Cat, you said when you touch the planet, life just spread out like waves of your version of Earth. Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty cool. I love that. Love that for you. Yeah, it's definitely, if you have a black mirror, it's definitely time to start using it, and if you don't, it's definitely time to get one. Because that's the thing, I feel like it should be called a crystal mirror rather than black mirror, because people have been taught to fear black, but we need to well, not that we need to, but I'm hoping to undo the fear of that. I'm like one of the undo fear beings. Ah, San Pellegrino. So tasty. Oh, okay. So Tian Pools. It's a mirror that's made out of black obsidian. Yeah, it's a black obsidian mirror. So it's made out of a crystal. It's just a crystal mirror, rather than using like the silica gel mirrors, where there's literally like negative entities on the other end of that. There's not other negative entities on the other end of a crystal mirror because it's like it's already a high frequency reflection that you're even entering when you do a eye gazing meditation or anything like that. Yeah, I know you mean the mirror. What do you mean? It's like, what? It's like answering your question. It's like, don't get distracted with what other people are saying and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine if you read that, but like when you ask a question, like let me answer. You know, because like I'm gonna answer it. I just don't want people to ask a question to get misled. You said, is it expensive? I think this one was $50, but there were other crystals that were on it, like on the back side. But then I keep it in my backpack as I'm like traveling the world, so the little crystals that were glued on broke off, so that's why I used the other side, because it's like two sides, because it's a crystal. You know what I mean? Yeah, you said you learned all about crystals from your mother-in-law? Nice. Oh, it's going great, Night Owl. Just chilling with my giant Palo Santo. Palo Santo. So this is for the big outdoor meditations. Because you know with the small one, if you try to light it outside, like you're not really going to be able to breathe that in like you need to. But yeah, it's like, so you just eye gaze with it and then you go into a meditation. It's just that I led you all because many of you have never done a Black Mirror meditation. But for me, I will eye gaze into it for a while until I shift into a different dimension and then I'm able to like astral project and go to other places and stuff. Okay, Josh Richards, I see you invited me to a podcast channel. Possibly, gotta check that out. Oh, Kimberly, you said where to order it? Okay, you order all crystals on Etsy, I would suggest, or shops that are associated with Etsy, like ETSY, like the app. I think it should be orange, or you can go to Etsy.com, but they promote getting the app, where it's like as you're trying to look at stuff on the website, they're like, get the app. So you might as well just get the app. And then you just type in whatever you're looking for. So let's say you're like, oh, I've always wanted a ruby. You type in ruby, and then all of the rubies that small shops are selling, because that's who you want to get your crystals. Excuse me. Ooh, that's who you want to get your crystals from, is from the small shops. Because they're the ones that have the rare stuff. Like, big shops don't really have the super rare stuff. Like, they do, but like if you're looking for moldavite, you know, like when you're looking for moldavite, yeah, go to a big store. But for the other stuff, it's like, it's not really like in the boutiques. You know what I mean? It'll be in like the rare crystal section of a crystal shop. Because whenever I go to crystal shops, I'm like, where are your rarest crystals? And they're like, oh, they're over here. And I'm like, why do I always do that? Like, but it's because people come in and they don't know to ask that. They're just like, what do I do? It's like, what do you mean? Go get those rare crystals. But only when you're ready for that. If you don't know anything about crystals, you start with the crystals that you know you're guided to get, and that you know, so like blue kyanite I would suggest everybody gets for your dreams. It helps you remember your dreams. You sleep with it under your pillow. Okay, Zuri, you said you have a black obsidian spear. Yeah, any black obsidian, even if you have a piece of black obsidian that has like a shiny side or something like that, you can use that as a mirror. Like it's just if you can see a reflection, you can eye gaze with it. That's how you should like view crystals and things like that. Just like with the crystal ball, it doesn't have to be like mine where it's like the clear quartz. It can be one that's literally just like this, where it's like made of just other crystal, but it's about you eye gazing with it, and then you access your mind, and your mind is what causes you to see things, because you're seeing the inside of your mind. But we're taught that that's not really a thing. It's like, yeah, you're seeing the inside of your mind when you eye gaze with these things, and they can be influenced based off of like if somebody's guiding you through meditation or healing or something like that, or if it's just you and your crystal. So yeah, if there's a reflection on your crystal, you can eye gaze with it and talk to ancestors, heal yourself, like all different kinds of things. And not like in one miraculous healing, it doesn't work like that, but different energetic shifts that eventually lead to that. Yee! Okay, T and Pools, you said, is there any videos on tips for meditation? Are you like brand new to meditation? Because you need to listen to guided meditations. Like that's going to be helpful for you. Like if you haven't ever done it before, you need to have somebody guide you, like what I was doing today. But yeah, go to my YouTube and watch. You can watch some of my the sound baths that I've already done, because they're like hours long. You just like skip into the middle of it, 30 minutes, and just, yeah. I'm telling you, it's like eventually I'm gonna be playing sound bowls again, because the way that I do it is different than other people do it, because like because I'm an ancient magic being. Like I'm Pharaoh Ramses II, like reincarnated. So it's like I'm back here to bring those vibrations back, because everybody needs them. Because like most people have never heard of a sound bath. A couple years ago, I hadn't either. I didn't even want to go to my first one, but then I went to my first sound bath, and then I met my higher self, literally as a light form. And then I have a YouTube video about that as well, where I explain what it was like. Just because like it exhausts me when I tell that story, so I don't like telling it. I don't know why. Like energetically, when I tell the story of meeting my higher self, it energetically exhausts me. I'm just like, okay, guys, gotta go sleep. Like it's weird. So that's why I actually made the video and put it on YouTube, because I was like, because I used to have a vlog that I did, but that's when I was trying to figure out. That's when I was unlocking myself. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, no, Charlie, I haven't posted it yet because I'm still on it. Do you know what I mean? Like this is still the meditation. Like we're not meditating anymore. Like it's at the end of it, because I'm gonna be on here for. Because remember, I'm doing the competition with my agency, so I'm gonna be on here for an hour every time. Okay, we're at 47 minutes, so I still got time. Still gonna be on for like another 20. You know, but yeah, it's like after this I gotta like cut it and edit it down. But yeah, then I'll put it up though. Yeah, the black mirror meditation for y'all. Doo-doo. Put down. Okay, Lil Megs, you said my grandma's in the ICU currently, not doing so great. Any advice on how to deal with this? Yes. So what you're gonna do? Do you know how to meditate? Do you meditate? Because if you do, like then I have advice for you. So you're gonna go into meditation. You can play like any kind of music. Like this is just some new age music, but you play relaxing music. Yeah, I would suggest doing that. And then you're gonna go into meditation, just to have your eyes closed, and then you're gonna envision your grandma, like like getting up, getting out of the bed, doing some jumping jacks, doing some push-ups, you know what I mean? Like doing Tai Chi, eating food. And then you do that like throughout the day, and then you do that until she gets better. Because what you're doing is you're literally instead of like manifesting other things you're thinking about, worrying about, trying to bring into your life, you turn that focus onto the person that you want to heal, who's your grandma. So if you do that, eventually she will get healed as much as she is supposed to, like that's how I'll phrase that. But that's going to help her more than worrying, you know what I mean? And be like, oh no, because then what you're envisioning is like things not going well. So it's about us flipping and twisting that into, hey, you need to see her actually doing different things, even if she's like not literally able to do jumping jacks. It's not about that. It's about sending her the energy of that, because then she absorbs that energy that you send her from that vision in your manifestation. So I hope that helped, little Megs. Okay, Rare Virgo, you said, is it possible to reach a past loved one during meditation? Yeah, that's one of the purposes of meditation. Because you go into the higher dimensions where they're at. And then when you think about them, so before you close your eyes and go into meditation, you'd say, I want to meet up with grandma, or whatever grandma, whatever her name is, right? And then from that, you open up a portal when you meditate for her to come through and see you. Otherwise, that portal's not there. Like, so our families can't just visit us. They can't do it like that. That's why they'll do it in dreams, because dreams is an open. It's like it's a whole multi-dimensional space, so they can go there. But in general, like our like grandma or grandpa can't just pop up and physically affect us. We would have to call and be like, hey, like spirit wise, like, hey, grandpa, can you help me with this and that? And then they're able to do it, rather than, oh, grandpa, thanks, you just helped me with this and that. It's like, no, you have to verbally say it out loud or think the thoughts to allow our family members to come through like that. Okay, Peach Dragon, you said you did that before? Okay, and how did it go? Oh yeah, Marlene, yeah, remember, I'm here to explain all this. That's why I'm here. Yeah, because it's like we're stepping into the positions of power where it's like the things that we think about and say and want and do are what hyper affect our reality the next day and beyond. Rather than like, oh, we need these deities, to come through. Like, of course, ask the archangels to come through, but that's like how I was saying, they can't just come through and help unless somebody is like, hey, archangels, come help grandma. Unless she also is like in the hospital, like, angels, help me. Somebody needs to open that up. That's why people will come to people like me and be like, oh, can you like say good things over my family and pray and stuff? And it's like, I don't pray for people because that's not what we're supposed to be doing right now. But like I said, it's like, but I will show you how to bring the things that you want into your life, because you do it with your mind. But that's how you do it. You have to see it, visualize it. And because you're seeing and visualizing something, so you might as well make sure that it's what you want to happen that's going to be in light, love, and ether. Because that's what I teach here. Because remember, the people go, oh, black mirror, black hat. And then they try to call people like me black. It's like, what? I could see if like I was literally this color and I was like, hey guys, like, if that's what I look like, okay, but no. So don't fear, just like how you wouldn't look at me and fear me, even though I'm referred to as a black man. It's like do you guys see what I'm saying? No fear, okay? Okay, Peach Drag, you said it worked. He was able to leave the hospital and come home December 18th. Whoa! I love that. Okay, pleasing creation. You said, how do you get past the anxiety towards what you want? Okay, you start meditating, and then you get to the point where you can like visualize what you want, rather than being in your mind and then just thinking thoughts and worries and stuff. Where you're past the point of that because you're listening to guided meditation. So there's a voice guiding you either somewhere or through your body for a healing or whatever. And then what you do is you do what I told that one person to do just a minute ago. Where it's like you see what you want to happen. So let's say it's you getting a job or a promotion. Let's go with promotion. You would see yourself like in your meditation, you'd envision like a little you, like getting in the car and going to work and then getting out, or just straight up getting to work, going inside and then getting called up to the office, and then they're like, hey, we need you in the office, because the boss wants to see you, and then you go to see the boss and they're like, hey, guess what? We're promoting you. You have that, you make that vision yourself. Because just like how we turn on the TV and you're going to watch the TV show you literal manifestations. Like, there are other people's manifestations that they thought up and wrote and hired people to act it out and then filmed it and then put it on TV, and then you're just happen to click and watch it. That's the same as you instead closing your eyes and meditating when you come home or something like that, or whatever time. That's what I mean by something like that. Closing your eyes, getting good at meditating, and envisioning what you want to happen. And then it happens. But it's like you have to get good at it, though. That's the only thing. You just got to get good at it. But yeah, that's for anything. So if you're anxious, it's because you're not meditating enough. Like, literally. Because when you meditate, your higher self is able to come in and give you messages and talk to you. Be like, calm down. And you're like, oh, okay. Because it's you. Like, imagine if you could press a button and then another you pops out next to you, a spirit form, and it knows a lot more than you, but it's still you, though, right? You're going to listen to a version of you that knows more. So then your higher self, when you're meditating, it's just like how we did the meditation. So it's your higher self is sitting in a control panel in the center of your mind, looking out of your eyes. Your higher self isn't up in space; it's in your head. Like not like it's in your head because you're crazy. It's like no, literally in your head space, within your astral form. There's like a little you that's like sitting in a comfortable chair, just like yes, do these things that we plan to do. Because remember, you plan it, so it isn't like, oh, there's another me controlling me. It's like, no, it's you, so you planned all of this. All these different forms of you. Yeah, it goes deep. Deeper, deeper, deep, deep. Okay, yeah, Kimberly McFadden, you said you used to try and just think of it, not visual. Yeah, because it's like we're taught, oh, the secret. It's like the secret doesn't explain this well. That's not, no. Secret does not explain it well. Neville Goddard explains it pretty well. Also, the Kabbalion explains it super well, because that's where it originally came from. Well, it's the original text and messages that we then had put into the Kabbalion. I just want to explain it in the correct way. Doop doop. Okay, Peach Dragon said your headache's gone. I told you. I told you it was gonna be gone. Okay, Rare you said, is it like lucid dreaming? Is what like lucid dreaming? Yeah, you get because once you get good at meditating, that just means you're able to go into a trance state where your consciousness is not in your physical form. It's like you go into the higher dimensions. And then you're able to talk to the higher dimensional beings that are the starseed families. Some of our ancestors are super high up in the ranks. I found out I'm super high up in the ranks, as high as you can go. I was like, whoa! So that's why my life was kind of stupid until now. I was like, why do I watch everything around me progress except for me? Like, I don't even age. I'm like, what? Even with age? Like, I don't even got that. And it's like, because I'm not supposed to. Because I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing now. And it's like, oh, everything makes super sense and I love my life now. Because I did not love it before. Because the people that were around me were just like, not full of love. And if they were, it was like conditional. And it's like, what? We have to do what you say for you to be nice? Like, this is hell. There's no fire under us. What? Because remember, when you leave your physical form, because, okay, just for the whole hell story, right? Okay, if hell was real, when you die, right? Does your physical body go to that place that we're saying theoretically would exist in this fake example? No, you don't take your physical body. Your physical body stays in a casket or gets cremated or whatever, right? Okay. So, okay, I'm starting to forget it. It's just like, why am I forgetting what I was saying? I've been good this whole time. It's like, do you guys remember what I was saying? Something about being cremated in your body. Oh, the hell thing. Okay, okay, I got it back. Okay, so with the whole hell thing, your body doesn't go, so you don't have to worry about your body getting burned eternally, right? So they say your soul or your spirit is what burns eternally, right? But the thing is, your soul is a sun. That's how you light, like, everywhere that you go when you're in your astral form, when you're dreaming, when you're meditating, and you can see stuff. How do you guys think you can see stuff? Just because? It's like, no, because your soul and your spirit is lighting everything. That's how it is. We're each our individual sun. So how... Ooh, excuse me, Pellegrino, dang, making me burnt right now. So, okay. So the hell thing. It's like, why? I'm telling you, like, there's something doesn't want me to get this message out. So ridiculous. So, how would our soul, that is a sun, which is the hottest thing ever, we burn at the energy of the hottest thing ever. So, how could we get burned in a place called hell, especially because we were bad? Bad. Who makes the rules of what's good and bad? Because there is no man in the sky that's like, you piss me off. It's like that's not how they explain it. Because we're all on the same level of that. we were just taught that that's not what's going on, so then it made it so we were in this position of like the whole slave and master position, you know, like that just perspective of being trapped in that mentality, where in reality we're all these cosmic beings. Like we all go to the same dream realm. And you can see gods and goddesses in the dream realm. You can see your grandparents, just people that have died in general in our lives. They're all there. So if we're all there, and we can all go there, and we can all do stuff in dreamland and fly and stuff, that's where we're all originally from. We're just doing stuff on Earth right now. And then there's like brackets of who has this, and you can only get money if you're this, and then you gotta be over here in the ghetto if you're this, and the projects if you're this. Oh, and then you're over here. This is third world because it's over here. And it's like that. All of that is fake, everybody. Those are all things that we were told so that we think that everything is segregated and separated and you know, nothing is similar, but it's like in reality we all are more similar. Have you heard that we're all more similar than different? It's like literally, because our bodies are not real in the sense of you don't keep it forever. What do we keep forever? Our soul, because that's what we are, and or a spirit, you know. So yeah, that was weird how like I can remember everything now, but like when I was trying to get it, it was like boop 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 falling out of your head now. It's like, why is it doing that? I really want to explain this, you know? So. Okay. Bam, you said you're scared of what? What are you scared of, Bam? Your name is Bam. I wouldn't think a Bam would be scared. Because don't you just bam things? You know, like it was, hey, I don't like that, bam! You know what I mean? Like that's, yeah. Quantum Light, you said big old reality show? Yeah, because the real reality is when we dream. That's why there are so many things that keep us not sleeping a lot. Like, have any of you noticed that it's super bright outside at nighttime? Whether it's from the moon. But okay, let's not go with the moon, because sometimes because the moon's literally reflected sunlight. Let's not go with that. In general, like in the city and stuff, or just like wherever I be living, I'm just like, this is. I turn out all the lights to go to sleep, and I'm like, it's almost brighter than what it was with the lamps on. Like, I might as well turn the lamp off and turn the lamp on and keep on reading. It's ridiculous. Okay, Quantum Light, you said you've been prepping your ethereal body? Nice. Because you're not trying to be a blob? Yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to prep all your bodies. But yeah, keep going with that body and then you'll get to the other ones too. Now seven spirit bodies floating around us. Okay, let's see how much time. How long have we been on here? Okay, we got like 10 minutes. 10 more minutes. Any other questions about the spirit realm? Any other questiones? And then you already know I may be back on tomorrow morning for like spirit Q&A, so that we can talk about, because I'm not doing specifically dreams just because I haven't been getting good reception with that, because I think something like trying to curse it or something just going on weird with that. So I'm just gonna do other things. Oh whoa, it snowed and it was bright at night. Whoa, but I don't mean like that. I mean like in the city and stuff. Like there's so many lights. Like there's like porch lights and then street lamps that are just like ridiculously bright. Like what are we just trying to shine the light on, like potential robbers or something? Like what is going on? Like we need to have, I think everywhere should just have the motion lights. They only come on if something's moving. So when everybody's sleeping, the lights go off so we can go to sleep. But that's the thing is, there's a setup for us not to sleep a lot. That's why we wake. Okay, what is the concept of waking up to an alarm? How did that become a thing? That's horrible. You know, you can change into nicer things, but it's like the purpose of it is to shock you out of dreamland and wake you up here. But when you do that, you can't really integrate what you experienced in your dreams. How are you going to remember what happened when you have this blaring horn thing that means danger, danger, danger going off to wake you up? This is hell, guys. Like just the hell space where things like that happen. Just like how people have like demon bosses and stuff. Like my boss is so demon boss from hell. What? We have that here? Bosses from hell? Friend from hell? Family from hell? Like that's how we phrase it? What? But this is not that though. Man, it's hot as hell here. Oh snap! I almost frightened me here. So, false frighten. Just because the crystals are falling, not because of hell. It's not real, is what I'm trying to explain. Those demon beings are here. They're here. And they be popping to people and they get blackout drunk. Okay, Charlie, you said, why would I have Lilith and Abaddon as guardians and protector? What do you mean, why? There you go. Because you're most likely an ether being. You're just in the body that you're in. Because that's the thing, is we're taught bodies are what matters. No, I'm here to tell everybody, just because you're brown or you're white or you're tan or you're orange, whatever color you are, it doesn't matter. What matters is your soul right now and your spirit. And it's like, if you have ancient Lilith and Abaddon coming, you're an ether being, Charlie. There you go. That's what you are. You've been here for a long, long time. Before time, actually. Like, if you're an ether being, you're here before time. But most people on my channel and page that are drawn to my energy, you're an ether being. That's what you are. Just letting you know. And yes, Bam, sleep is more important than anything. Okay, Marlene, you said you hung a dark sheet over your window? Yeah, because when I would have alarms that were like the radio coming on or music, it blends into my dreams. Because, okay, have you guys ever seen Sandman? The Sandman Netflix show? That's like what I'd be doing. Like, if you've seen Sandman, that's what my dreams are like. Like opening portals and going into other dreams, and then not liking the dream I'm in and switching to another dream but it's like dreams that other people are in, because we're all in each other's dreams, except I go through them in a different kind of way. And not like the whole don't dream walk. And then in what was it, the Multiverse of Madness? I didn't like that movie really. That movie it wasn't a real story. Like, this is not a real story. What is this? We need America Chavez. Gotta save America Chavez. Not that I'm against that. It's just like, it's not a real Doctor Strange story. It's like a filler story, like for Naruto or something. It's like, what? Filler movie? Okay, I guess the next one's gonna be good, I guess. And to anybody that loved that movie, I love that for you. Okay? I'm not trying to take that from you. Okay. Like Charlie, you said, aren't they dark beings? Yes. Isn't ether black? Isn't this black obsidian mirror the color black like my hat? But also, aren't I a black person? Wouldn't you look at me and be like, oh, that's a black guy? Right? But then these black spirits come and you're like, oh. I was like, what? No, they're not evil or bad. It's like they're just old. Like, they're old. The beings of light were created after them, mimicking them, if that makes sense. Like if the ancient ether beings didn't exist, then there could be no light beings. Because they had to exist first. And they did, and that's why they're back. Because Lilith is like, we have to change the way that the world is. The world is ridiculous. People cannot be enslaved like this. This is nonsense. Like, what? You have to wear the hijabs and all of that? Like, for religion? Okay. But just in general, like, that's a thing? Like, you know, where, like, people kind of have to be forced to do stuff? Like, no, we're changing that. People are going to be able to do whatever they want in the sense of the job that they have is going to be what they want. They're going to be able to live where they want. They're going to be able to have abundance and, you know, and be happy and eat the foods that they want. So therefore, there's not going to be as many issues because people are going to be doing what they want, which causes happiness. You know what I mean? Rather than like, oh, these people can't do that. Oh, American money is worth so much, and then the UK money, oh, but then pesos aren't that much, and then baht over in Thailand isn't that much, and then, you know, but then over in Australia it's not that much either. And it's like, well, what is going on with the money? Like, it's worth different in different areas? What is that? Like, think about that, guys. Why is money different in different places? But yet we're all human beings, right? And we like import different things, right? So we like have all the fruits and like, you know, all the veggies and like different items. You know what I'm saying? But then money's worth less and then more. That's a straight power control system. The monopoly money it's imagine if monopoly money. Yeah, is monopoly money different in different countries, or does only America have monopoly? They're like, learn this, because this is how we're going to use you. You're going to get the Roach Motel, and then maybe you'll go up a little higher, but then maybe, depending on what you look like, you could be blessed with a mansion instantly. And it's like, what? This is this game is rigged. But it is a game, though. But it's a spirit physical game, so it's not a game. But also, you don't die like that, so it's like, it is a game. But also, you go back into the real world, but then you have to come back if you didn't finish your mission. So it is a game. Because then you have to come back into the game. But I'm just saying, this is a game, not everything. Once you leave the Earth realm, it's not a game anymore. Down there on Earth, straight game. But that's why we're learning how to literally, I call it hyper manifesting, because it's like, I don't manifest the slow way, I manifest the fast way. Right? Okay, yeah. Oh, nice, Charlie. Yeah, like I said, you're just in this body for this lifetime, for your mission of whatever your mission was and is. You're still here, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, all right, Charlie, well, you're done. It's like, no, you're here on this page, talking to me, who's integrated with Archangel Metatron and all these other beings. It's like, this is straight cosmic galactic time, which means you have a galactic mission here. Oh snap! Hey, why does it keep falling like that? Why you keep doing that? Black mirror, black onyx protecting me, protecting me, just in case there's anybody on here with non-good intentions. But what is good? Everything comes back. Bling bling. Alright, I'm just saying random stuff now. Okay, Stoner Cat, you said the floating light deprivation water tank? Yeah, there's actually one around where I'm at. I was thinking about doing it, but like, I don't know. Oh, dang it. My breath. My breath is doing it this far. Sha-da-da-da. So are you all not scared of Black Mirrors now? But then most of you probably love the show Black Mirror because it scares you. Do you see how like they and I say they as in the people that produce these things, they come out with shows like Black Mirror. That it scared me. I haven't seen one episode of Black Mirror because I already knew what it was gonna do. I was like, no, it's gonna get in my head and then try to make me scared of whatever they try to show me. I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Yes, welcome Sunlight Skydance. Welcome. Welcome to the Archangel Primordial Being Pantheon of the Gods and Goddesses talk. Okay, Judy, you said I had a sleep tape 40 years ago when you relax and set internal clock and I would always wake up before. Interesting. How do you find out what your mission is? I give those kind of readings. Yeah, so like for whenever anybody signs up for a reading with me, it's like that's something we can do. It's an Akashic Records reading. Yeah, where I look at your divine scrolls and see what they say. Yeah, I gave somebody a reading of that today. Oh, thanks, Minnie Berry. Yeah, so if anybody if you're starting your mission or you're starting your awakening, I wrote a book called The Ingram Experience Awakening, where it's a blueprint of what I went through and how that went on my level, to where it'll help you to then formulate what you want to do and how you're going to go about your awakening. So yeah, but make sure you buy it from Amazon though, because there's people that are trying. It's like there's just so many people out there that are like, or at least there were beings that like they make fake accounts of me and like try to scam people. It's like it's crazy to me. Like I know people like they do that to everybody. No, they don't. It's not to everybody. It's to certain beings that they're like, oh, people will fall for this. It's like they use my likeness to try to trick people. But that's not actually what's happening. Like, my guides told me what's actually happening. It's hilarious. I was like, that's what's really going on? Okay. But I'm not going to say it, because some of those people are on this video right now. Okay, not Sav. He said, yes, I felt the same way. Never seen Black Mirror, but also love the Obsidian Mirror. Yeah, because that's what Black Mirror is. It has to be made of a black crystal. Otherwise, it's not a Black Mirror. Like, it's not a black mirror if it's made of marble. It's like, what? No. Or if it's made of anything else that's black. It has to be a crystal. Otherwise, it's not considered black mirror. But yeah, look at how reflective it is. Look. Whoa, a portal. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the portal meditation. What's happening? What's happening? Where are we going? Where are we going? I'm flowing. Where are we going? So I hope everybody enjoyed this meditation. I had fun doing it because I do freestyle meditations. I never know what I'm going to say. Like I have like a little like, okay, right before I'm like, okay, maybe I'll do this, this, and this. And then whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. Because remember, I channel all this stuff. That's how it's so high vibrational, high dimensional. Because it's like I bond and fuse with the beings that speak through me, and like we're all talking like it's me, but it's also like I get guided. It's just like how you come up with ideas. That's what it's like. But it's like my ideas are like in my head on the spot and then come out of my mouth. And sometimes I'm like, whoa. Doop doop. Okay, Please and Crazy said I almost scrolled past because you didn't see me and you just saw Black Mirror, but I did that on purpose. Do you see what I'm saying? I did that on purpose where I put Black Mirror meditation. Because it's like I want people that are brave enough to actually stay on and find out what's going on. You're ready. Other people are not. But that's okay. You know, I have my glasses on, but it's like there's a certain... I'm here for the beings that are ready. That's why I don't tell anybody when I'm coming on online. Remember, I'm not like, all right, everybody, Thursday at 8, you better be there. It's like, actually, I didn't tell anybody I was going to do meditations at all today. Nobody knew, except for me. This morning, I was like, oh, Black Mirror meditation, huh? My guys were like, yeah. I was like, okay. That sounds fun. You know, so, yeah, you just go with what you're guided to do, and then, like, yeah. I walk with the gods and goddesses because they're my family, because I'm their parent. But I didn't know that until recently. Like, oh, I am your parent. And they're like, yeah. Like, haha. Okay, Stoner Cat, you said I think I'm ready for my first ever reading, just unsure of my question. What do you mean? You can just get a general reading. Or you can just ask the guy, like, okay, so if you're talking about getting a reading with me, I just ask the guides what would be best, and they tell me, and then I ask you if that's okay, and then you say yes or no. You know what I mean? So let's say you're like, I don't know what to ask, but I want some kind of psychic reading. I'll be like, okay. All right, past life reading. This is what guide said. And then most likely be like, oh yeah, I would love that. That's actually exactly what I want. And it's like, yeah, because your guides talk to my guides, and then they give me a message. And it pops in my head, and I'm like, yeah. Haha. Because I'm trained. I'm not just like, yeah, it's just always been like this. It's like, when I was a kid, yeah, but it's like, we got super blocked and suppressed and stopped our whole lives until 2022, or well, I guess 2020. Also, if you know, you went through the whole last 2 years and you know, like if you like went through that, then also your journey is going to be a little bit different because there's just more going on with your situation. Doop doop. Pow. Okay. Wolf Mother, you said universe knows even if you don't. Yeah, because the universe is you. So technically you do know, you just forgot. Oh, dang it. Guides. Yeah, meditations. Yeah, if anybody's looking for guided meditations, go on my YouTube. Like, I do those too. Just like how you're here right now, and you're like, I like this. I have some on my YouTube, but I'm posting more just that I've done over time. Just because, yeah, in the last year, like I know many of you were going through different battles last year. Me too. Mine was literally spiritual battles, and I won all of them. And every time that I like was almost defeated, nope. I would win every time. And then I would unlock new guides and deities and gods and goddesses and ancestors, and then learn new magics and have new books channeled to me and different like guides on YouTube and stuff like that. And so I'm pretty much self-taught, but also like through YouTube and a lot of books that I've read as well. And just, you know, and a lot of meditations. And I went through a psychic development school. So, yeah, just make sure y'all are saving up for when my school drops. Cha-cha. Okay, Mad Sadair, you said, why don't people understand the Egyptians were channeled by extraterrestrials? What do you mean channeled by? What do you mean by that? I'm Gemini, you said you need help with your battles? Well, yeah, that's why you found this page. Okay, Celeste Warlick, you said, was it... No, it's all online, because it's all through meditations and practice, and then, like live groups, you know what I mean? But yeah, none of it was in person. Same with, like, Reiki and all that. Like, I do Reiki healings and Reiki trainings and all that. Like, everything is distance, because, like... Okay, so if you can feel me move your energy from where I am and where you are, what's the difference, like through these videos and through meditation and stuff, what's the difference between me giving a Reiki healing or you learning and getting your Reiki attunements in the exact same way? Because energy is not affected by time and space. Like, you can ask a physicist, be like, is energy affected by time and space? They'll be like, no. It's like, or if you just say it's not, they'll be like, yeah, that's right. I was like, what? Because I had a lot of like science physics friends. Like, I was the one that was, always into other stuff. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's a known fact. Energy can do whatever it wants. I can send you energy right now. Just beam it to you. If I wanted to. Yeah, school, yeah. Oh, yeah, so you said maybe I went to a retreat? No, actually, I was in so it's an online school, right? I took my time and I was in it for a year. Like, I think it was like a year and a couple months. Like, I was in the school where I would come back and do certain, like, of the class tasks and meditations, and then I would need to integrate what I had unlocked and the powers I had unlocked in real life. You know what I mean? Like, I needed to unlock it. Because I'm like, it's like you don't unlock, like a healing ability, right? And then unlock a psychic ability, and then unlock a divination ability, and then unlock mediumship. Now you're talking to ghosts and spirits, and then you unlock. It's like, it doesn't work like that. Like in Harry Potter, how it's like, just think about even how the Harry Potters go. Harry Potter's not just one movie. Because the way that they work is like they go to school for multiple years, you know what I mean? So it's like similar to that, but you don't have to go for multiple years. It's just at your own pace at what you can take, And for me, it took me a year, but I was also integrating my Odin Reiki training that I had gotten, as well as my Usui Holy Fire 3. It's Holy Fire 3 something. Yeah, okay, metaphysical alchemy. You know how you said we were the extraterrestrials? We are the extraterrestrials still. Like, we're the descendants of what was going on before. Like, there are no other physical beings except for us. And animals. Oh, Mad Sadeo, you said they think they physically came down? Oh, you mean like scientists and stuff? Yeah, no, they were, yeah. So when they say like, oh, the gods were here when we were building stuff, yeah, they were, because they were literally here. But also they were channeling the information, which is it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like with that whole ancient aliens and so down. Like, maybe aliens instead of just saying maybe black people, which is what really going on. They're like, nope, aliens. But it's like, I thought they said aliens aren't real. I'm like, well, they built the pyramids though. It's like, what? But I thought you said they were never here. It's like, yeah, they built all the 7 wonders of the world. Must have been aliens. Wait, what? No, it was Africans and black people. That's how that went. But it's the thing where all the information is coming out. So like, as people, it's like, hear it more and more and more. Then eventually it's like, boop, oh, I get it. That's how it was for me, and I'm pretty sure for everybody else. Like, we hear it and we're like, that can't be. Because then that means everything I was taught was lies. And it's like, I don't want that. I don't want to think that everybody that taught me things in school is a part of this scheme. And it's like, no, that's what it was. A giant scheme so that this wouldn't happen. But it did, and we're here. So we got to do what it do. We're going to lock these powers and these chakras. Turn into our genie form body. Genie body. Yay, genie. Yeah. Genie body. Oh, nice. Total Beach, you said, oh, you got attuned to all 3? Well, because they're starting to attune people in the ways that you're supposed to do it. It's like, I got attuned to all 13 in the course of 2 weeks. So it was super fast. But it happened like that because it had to. Because I was only in Sedona in Arizona for a month. So I was like, I gotta do it. And I just so happened to have enough money for it too. I was like, wow, I have exactly enough. This is interesting. I think I'm supposed to do this. But yeah, welcome. Yeah, I'm John Lee. You said your Reiki Master only does one level at a time. I do that as well. But not everybody does that. Like I was saying, my Reiki Masters, they did it differently because like I had to get it quickly. Like, it's just what happened. But then I had to train myself with it because it's like I wasn't there for a long time to go back to them and be like, oh, what about this and that and this and that? It's like I just had to do it myself. But, yep, got to teaching level, so it's doable. It's Stone Cat, you said, how do you unlock your root? No, it's about healing them, and then they unlock. Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to listen to crystal sound baths on YouTube, and make sure that you listen to ones that have the root chakra bowl, and then that automatically plays the frequency of healing it plays the frequency of a healed root chakra. So, yes. Okay, Celeste, you said, do you have a way of seeing if someone has put some negative stuff on you, like a block or curse? Yeah. Yeah, like I do all that. Because like I'm a shaman, but that's why I refer to myself as like a cosmic or galactic shaman, but mainly cosmic, because galactic is just like a wild word. But yeah, it's because like I can see all that kind of stuff and feel it, and also talk to them and capture them and banish them. So I get to do all that. Yeah, like I deal with demons that are in people and in houses and stuff like that as well. Like I do that with like nature. Like I ground different energies. That like one of my favorite things to do is find graveyards wherever I'm at and go and heal the energy of the graveyards and help all spirits or any that are trapped there to ascend. Because there's spirits that are super trapped in graveyards, and there are also spirits just chilling. But yeah, and then I like ascend the area and do all that. I'm never bored, except for when I am. I'm like, I'm bored. Okay, I have things to do to not be bored. Yes. Yeah, Celeste. Yeah, so anybody that wants a reading or a healing or anything like that, there's a link through my TikTok bio that says Linktree. It goes to my book or my website, or you can just type it in Google. It's www.theingramexperience.com. And then you see what you like or what you want to schedule, and then you just schedule that through my scheduler. Yeah, and Stoner Cat, no, it's not about healing being a better word than unlock. It's like I'm letting you know what it's happening. It's like you have to heal it first, energetically, and like healing the trauma from your past, which is why it's like wounded rather than broken. It's like wounded, I like to say more. But then it unlocks itself once it's healed. Then it like supercharges itself, and it like, yeah, and then you have the power of feeling safe and secure, and then you start to get over fear. You know what I mean? So it's like until you heal your root chakra, you're gonna be scared. That's how that goes. So the fact that you're trying to heal that, it's like you're on the journey of reaching no fear, because fear is not real. And there's ways that, and it's like by getting more and more information about how everything really works in the cosmos and the universe and on Earth and with our bodies and astral form and all these energy and all that, then that's how you get over fear. Because like I know how this works now, and I have proof because I can meditate and see beings. It's like, yeah, it's a whole thing. But only if you want that. If you don't, then you can just leave it up to beings like me to wake up the rest of the 144,000. Because the whole 144,000 is not necessarily going to wake up. But my job is to wake all of them up. Like honestly, that's why like every last one of us up is the whole thing. Because we sleep, or at least everybody was. We're awake now. And I'm as awake as you can get. And I'm still learning more, but I'm as awake as you can get. If that makes sense. Yeah, Astro, not Mars. Fear is not real. Fear is a construct. Meaning we were taught to be scared of things. Little kids don't come here scared of stuff. Things may frighten them or startle them or shock them, but it's like fear of like this thing might kill me? No. The kids don't come here with that because we just came from being high dimensional beings. You know, like how when we dream, when we go to so when we dream, we go to the 5th and 6th dimension. That's where we're going. There's no dreamland in your brain. It's like, nope. That's why you can see people that you know. Have you guys ever wondered, like, how do I see people I know in my dream? Oh, I'm just making all of them up, even though I'm having interactions that are seems like it's them. It's like, yeah, that's literally them. It's just that most people can't remember their dreams, so therefore you can't confirm and be like, hey, do you remember seeing me at that cafe with the 3 stories and then there was that blue dude walking around? And they're like, yeah, I remember that. Most people are like, I don't remember my dreams. I gotta go to work. Bye. Call me after. I'll talk to you later. Stop wasting my time. You know, like that's the Matrix mind control though, where people are like, I'm not supposed to be remembering dreams, but I'll go watch movies about dreams and I read books about dreams and all this other stuff. It's like dreamland is that's one of the original dimensions that people come from. Okay, Astronaut Mars, you said I think the ghosts in my house know that I'm moving. They've been giving me don't go energy. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, they're like, we still want to feed off your high vibe energy. Like, don't leave. It's like, stay here, no. It's like, nope, gotta go. But yeah, they're just spirits that are trapped at the house, or they're spirits that are following you. So you can get those. You can get those off you. I have a video, so I want everybody to go through my Odin Reiki videos so that you can like get healed from them. Especially because there's definitely a root chakra healing. Let me grab a spirit and get it off away from you because I know what to do with the spirits. I don't just throw it to the side. It looks like that, but that's not what's going on. And then also different cord cuttings if you have spirits or people that you need cord cutting from. So yeah, I got y'all. Like the healings are here and on YouTube if you want the long the sound bath videos. Okay, Peach Dragon, you said I dream in color. I stream in color? I mean, I guess the same thing. Similar thing. Okay, Daphne? Yeah, you said you don't remember your dreams. You want to get the crystal blue kyanite. I think I have the crystal card right here. Go get this. It's called blue kyanite. Okay, this is like a zoomed in picture. Like it's smaller than this. You can get a big piece, but this helps with your dreams. This helps you to remember your dreams because it's very high vibrational and helps to access your throat chakra. Okay, to wear a Mac. Okay, so then you're seeing essentially like how to, like they're gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Like you're seeing the future of what's gonna happen with them. Like if down here is one way and up there is one way, up here is what's gonna happen down here. So you can go with what's in the dream more so than what's happening in the present because everything is gonna be affected by the energy of what happens there. Mad Sedair, you said, yeah, I'm a Scorpio. Why do you ask? Okay, Astronaut Marge said, should I do that type of stuff here in the old house or in the new house? No, why would you do it in the new house? Do it where you are right now. Why would you wait until you take them to the new house and then do it and try to do it when they may be even stronger over there? No, do it now. Or whenever, tomorrow, in the future, or just whenever you have time. Oh, the blue stone is blue kyanite with a K. K-Y, kyanite. Yep, and put it under your pillow. Also blue calcite, if you have that or don't have that. What do you mean? I told you guys, get it on Etsy. You're like, where do I get crystals? On Etsy, or you type it in Google. Like, what? You guys don't know how to find things that somebody gives you? Like, hey, get this. It's like, yeah, you either type it in Amazon, Google, Etsy, you know what I mean? The marketplaces. I don't really use Facebook. I don't have Facebook, so. Or do I? Alright, everybody. I gotta get out of here. I've been on here for quite a while. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll show you guys. Yeah, this is the crystal I'm always talking about. Blue kyanite and blue calcite. I don't have the blue calcite. I don't know where that is. Hold on. Blue calcite, where you at? It's right here. Look, that's how being psychic works. You see how? Look how many there are. And look how fast it said, doop, as soon as I opened the car, instant. But I had to say, blue calcite, where are you? Do you see what I mean? And then my guides can help give me what I'm asked for instantly. So blue calcite, I know it's reversed, and blue kyanite is what they look like. And then you put these under your pillow. And you can get small pieces, big pieces, whatever. But you need to get these, everybody. Like, you don't need to, but I would highly suggest it that everybody gets it, because these are ascension crystals. These help you ascend, meaning unlock all of your chakras and then have more control over your powers like I do. Don't you want control over your powers, everybody? Do you want to be an uncontrolled X-Men, or do you want to be an X-Men that has control over yourself? Okay, Fashion Quality Boutique, you said I was not thinking about a couple of X's, but they appeared in my recordings. Should I ask the what? Okay, each black kyanite it's just completely different. You're saying how? It's like there's so like I'm about to leave, so we'll have a crystal talk soon. But yeah. Yeah, so it's you need to cut the cord. Go watch my first video on my TikTok of me cutting the cord. Go watch the Odin Reiki videos. And make sure to think of the person that you want to cut the cord from, okay? Okay, Stoner Cat, you said just found out I'm a, what is that? A Pisces? Or a Gemini? What is that? Well, yeah, black hideout is protecting. Alrighty. Yeah, X-Men. You want to be an X-Men? It's like, oh, my powers, ah! And they're like, we can't have these kind of beings around us, regular humans, ah! Or you're going to be like, I literally have mastered everything. Because the thing is, like, I know that I talk about some of my powers and stuff, but it's like, so? It isn't like there are any ones that, like, everybody's safe with my powers, do you know what I mean? Like, what I can access your Akashic Records, the knowledge of, like, your past lives, like, it's not affecting you in any type of way like that where it can be used against you now, you know what I'm saying? Same with the Reiki healing, like, it can't be reversed, you know what I mean? Or can it? Oh, snap! Putting ideas in y'all's heads. Well, thanks for the finger hearts. Thanks, everybody, for supporting the likes and the shares. What we got? 38 shares, 32K likes on the meditation. There's like a little bit. I think there was like 130 people we got to. Like that's good for the meditations. Like yeah, because that's 130 people. Imagine if we were in classrooms, like when we all grew up in school and the desks and stuff. 130 people. That's a lot. That's an auditorium. That's a lot of people. You know, and that just means the collective just keeps growing. Even though they tried to take me out multiple times. But isn't that what they do to the spiritual true ones? Try to take us out. It's like, what? Try to take us out. Still got to keep coming with the info, like, regardless. And I will keep doing that because that's why I'm here. Cosmic mission activated. Yee! No, I don't teach people how to access the Akashic Records. That's not a thing where it's like, oh, you just... Because you know how people make videos about it? So, it's like, doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. That's the thing. There's so much information out so that people don't know what's the real information. Like, that's what the misinformation is in our 3D realm right now. There's all the information. So what is true? And it's like, I know it's true. Because I've already done the research and like already read the books where I'm like, this book is trash, and then found books where I'm like, this book, oh my God, I can't believe it. It makes so much sense, you know. So I already did that. Maybe Barry, you said your past life was lit. Yeah, I mean, if you're here right now, yeah. No, you don't get attuned again gently. Once you get attuned, you're attuned. You just need to practice. You need to access it. You just need to call on the Reiki energy. You know how to do it. Stop acting like you don't know. Like, what do I do? What? You have the manual as well. Get out of here. Trying to play games over here. Did I collect all the Chaos Emeralds? Yes. But isn't it funny that I thought that when we were kids, I thought it was the chows. And that's how me and all my friends said it. I didn't know that because you know how there's the little chows, and then you have like the dark chows and the light chows, and then like depending on how you feed them and train them and have them in the little Game Boy Sega Dreamcast thing. Or do you know what I'm talking about? Because I know what I'm talking about. All the Chaos Emeralds. Yes. There you go. I am Shadow. Look at me. I'm Shadow, bro. What? The ultimate Sonic. Sonic's like, the black me. It's like, yeah, what? Oh, you thought you were the original Sonic? Nah, bro, you a clone. Clone Sonic. Yep, that's right, Focus. That's right. You didn't expect me to just jump on that blast from the past, huh? Yeah, because I'm ageless. I'm ageless, bro. I can rap with the oldest of them, and also with the youngest. Like little babies that I be seeing, they're like, and I'm like, hey, little baby, hey. There's like, I know you, but like a baby, you know, like they don't say that, but they see it, you know. And we're just like talking I speak telepathically to people's babies. It's so funny because then they'll see me and they're like, and then the babies will be like, yeah, and they're like, what? Why does my baby love you? And I'm like, because we know each other. It's not about like, oh, your baby loves. It's like, no, it's literally, I know them from the higher realms. Like, it's my job. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Clone Sonic. Athena, you said, do I do yes or no questions? That's interesting. I do now. Like, in the future, I'll do yes or no's this weekend. We'll do yes or no questions. That's pretty cool. So then I guess you guys would ask yes or no, and then I would divinate it for you. I would divine it for you with cards, or I'd just ask my guides. Asking my guides is the easiest, but it's not the most fun. It's just the most effective, real time, like we're in a spiritual war type deal. But when it comes to fun stuff on here, yeah, because I don't have my pendulum with me. We can ask the crystal skulls too. We can like ask a crystal skull the questions, because there's just a deity on the other end. You know, it isn't like, oh, something evil, dead. What? We're taught skulls scary. No. Is this skull scary? Look at this. Look at this dragon crystal skull. No, not scary at all. Amazing. It's like a collectible toy. Because when I started collecting crystals, I was like, oh, it's like collecting like cards, or like, you know, because I've been in every type of like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and all that, like the best. All these games, because I had to get trained for this game. So I played games my whole life, but like not those kind of games, like literal games and stuff. So yeah, ask my friends. I'd be whooping their A's all the time back when I used to do that. Because all my friends used to be better than me at everything, but then I ended up getting better than everybody at everything. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny how like the tables turned. Because like when I was growing up, I wasn't able to understand a lot of concepts. Because I would turn into what I am now, which is like the super version of everything. And that couldn't happen because then I would have got taken out of this game too early. But it's like, nope. Everything went how it's supposed to. Yeah, so we'll do yes or no questions. That's interesting. Yes, Stoner Cat, no, you do speak telepathically. Yeah, so you speak with your mind, and then they understand. You charge up a thought and send it, and then they receive it, and then contemplate and think about what you said, and then send a response. And then you receive it. That's telepathy. Okay, Peach Dragon, you said your pendulums you feel aren't working for you? You need to cleanse them. You gotta cleanse your crystals. You don't just never cleanse them. Okay? Alrighty, everybody. I'm out of here. Alright, I've been on here for like almost 2 hours. I was only supposed to be on here for 1 hour and 42 minutes. That got me an extra 42. Actually, an extra 32, but alrighty. I'll see y'all later. Your dreams will probably be wild because I hope to unlock your third eye for real. Like, not in a scary way, just in a way that, you know, you'll be able to start seeing stuff. You know what I mean? Have more fun spirit life. Alright, so I'm here. Like I told you guys, I'm a catalyst for you all. Catalyst for the 144K. Alright. Alrighty, see you later, everybody. Thanks for like I said, thanks for the likes, shares, follows, being here. All of your gifts help rank me and my agency. So that's been pretty fun. Because I already know I'm going to get super high in the agency. I already know. Per usual. Because tomorrow's probably going to be super popping. I don't know what we're going to do, though. What was it, yes or no questions? Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Because I can do so many different ways of doing that. So many different ways. I literally have unlimited ways of doing this. Can't be stopped. Can't stop. Won't stop. Alright, Ganesh wants to say, see you guys later. I'm going to be clearing obstacles. And if there's any negative beings, I'm going to be clearing you, I guess, is the obstacle. Yeah. If you're in the way, you're getting cleared. If something's in your way, it's getting cleared. So just don't be in the way of the elephant, because Ganesh be clearing. Clearing that ass. Then remembers, see you later, everybody. Oh, she's shining. Oh, she's kind of shining today. Okay. She usually doesn't show you all the rainbows. The face rainbow. Goodbye from Balboa. Bye. So psychedelic. Bye, everybody. See you later. That's Sapphire, Saturn. Anybody else? Is that everybody? Yeah, it's everybody. The other mask is chilling over there on the spell book. Alrighty, see y'all later. Bye.